It is a super hardcore hide-and-seek masters competition. In order to win the $1 million prize, one university student climbed directly into a gap under the building. Other contestants stopped at nothing to win, digging a pit with friends and burying themselves alive. There are still 5 contestants participating in this episode. The skeptical production team invited 5 university students again, just to test where their bottom line truly lies. The venue for this hide-and-seek game is a training base with a courtyard. As long as the contestants hide within the boundaries of the yard, anyone who remains undiscovered by the seeker for 1 hour can take away the $1 million prize. Contestant number 1, Dimitri. They arrived inside the teaching building. Originally, he wanted to hide high up in the building, using the gaming principle that players never look up to win. But after Dimitri scouted around, he found that there were no good high positions inside the building. Later, they set their sights on the basement. It was covered in spider webs from years of neglect, and filled with a large number of cardboard boxes. Dimitri's plan is to hide in the deepest part, cover himself with a black trash bag, and have his teammates pile junk on top of him to help Dimitri hide even better. But will Dimitri really hide here? Contestant number 2, Boris. They also planned to hide outdoors, but after Boris observed every hole, he found none were ideal. If the seeker checked, he would definitely be found. Finally, they decided to go to the woods in the yard and dig a pit big enough for one person. Once the pit was dug, he would line it with plastic sheeting and hide inside. Finally, they would cover the net on top with lots of branches and grass, making the surface look exactly as it did before. They even prepared snacks and water for Boris. It was incredibly thoughtful. Contestant number 3, Anna. Their plan today is a bit different. When choosing a hiding spot, she won't be as brutal as the boys. Anna wants to play an unexpected psychological game with the seeker. Darkness under the lamp. After searching around, they found the classroom on the 4th floor was nice. There are many desks here that make hiding easy. Anna is hiding in the gap of a desk. After hiding, she blocks it with a small table. Anna believes as long as the seeker doesn't think to look here, she can steadily secure the championship. Contestant number 4, Katya. First, they observed the outside of the building, then came inside to find a hiding spot. Finally, inside a classroom, Katya found a very small hole. There was a large empty space inside. This could perfectly utilize Katya's physical advantage to hide directly inside. Once Katya crawls in, she blocks the outside with a desk. Unless the seeker observes very carefully, he definitely won't think a person is inside. Will Katya ultimately choose to hide here? Contestant number 5, Semyon. This time, they immediately targeted a hole at the entrance. Semyon thought this location was excellent. After going in and exploring, he confirmed that hiding himself inside was no problem. He immediately selected this as his spot. Semyon's plan is to hide inside, then seal the entrance with rocks, creating the illusion that it's a dead end. With that, all 5 university students are hidden. So, who will win this episode's championship? As night falls, the hide-and-seek masters tournament officially begins. After the seeker came out of the prison, he first checked the area around the prison entrance, in case any campers were hiding here for points. During this time, an Andy sitting on a chair watched these young people, thinking only, it's so good to be young. The seeker checked around the circle here, but found nothing. This time, the seeker learned it from past lessons. At any suspicious place, the seeker would take a look. Last time, because he was too careless, he missed 3 people. This time, he decided to check using the contestant's mindset. He even knocked on the walls he passed, to prevent there being hollow hiding spaces inside. The seeker was extremely meticulous this time. The seeker quickly searched the library. Last time, he found someone here. This time, his search here became even more detailed. He didn't even spare the tops of the bookshelves. Unfortunately, on this floor, the seeker found nothing. He didn't stay too long and immediately followed the stairs to the floor below. As soon as he got down, he checked under the stairs. However, he only found a pair of someone else's sneakers. The seeker, following the principle of finders keepers, immediately tried the shoes on his feet. Too bad they weren't his size. After finding nothing under the stairs, he checked the classrooms. He even suspected someone was hiding under the podium. while the seeker was searching. Time was flying by. Although anxious, he knew he couldn't be careless. After checking the first floor and finding nothing, he immediately went outside, preparing to inspect the grounds. Finding nothing for a long time, the seeker was losing his mind a bit. Don't worry, this is normal behavior. Soon, inside a pit, the seeker found notes left for him by the contestants. They were all there to mock him. Not long after, several manhole covers downstairs were all checked by the seeker, but he didn't find anyone inside. He didn't even plan to skip the holes in the walls, because the seeker knew from last time how well this group can hide. Although he hadn't found anything, the seeker did not give up, because just now, standing on the mound, he saw his fans cheering for him. This gave the seeker, who was on the verge of a breakdown, more motivation. Right after the fan encouragement, the seeker turned to search the lawn. He moved a rock and found something wrong underneath. Don't give the seeker face. Surprise! Aha! With that, Boris was successfully found, and became the first person eliminated. We can't say the contestants hid poorly. We can only say this episode's seeker was too thorough, although finding Boris was good for the seeker. The time remaining for him was only half an hour. Having finished searching here, the seeker prepared to go upstairs, and saw the storage room under the stairs. Such a good spot. The seeker definitely had to go in. Can he discover Dmitry hiding inside? As soon as he entered, the seeker found a lot of bugs, but he still believed that if someone could hide here, they must be deep inside. After rummaging around inside, the seeker actually found a person. Outrageously, this person wasn't Dmitry, but the last champion, Katya. This was a decoy specifically prepared by Dmitry for the seeker. But where did Dmitry go? After coming out of the prison, the seeker went to the attic. He wondered if anyone was on the roof, but looking around, he saw no one. Since he found nothing, he then checked the third floor. After searching around like this, he discovered Anna hiding under a table. Clearly, her darkness under the lamp plan didn't work well this time. She was directly eliminated by the seeker. Now only 3 people remain on the field, and now the seeker wants to check the third floor again, because he hasn't searched it meticulously yet. After some searching, the seeker saw the entrance to the attic, but he wasn't tall enough to reach it. He decided to get a ladder. He had to check up there. Indeed, Dmitry was hiding up in the attic, and Katya from before was the bait he threw out. Once the seeker brought the ladder and climbed up, it meant Dmitry was going to be eliminated. This time, Dmitry really underestimated the seeker. We can only say Dmitry has some brains, but his hiding wasn't extreme enough. After eliminating Dmitry, only 2 people are left. As long as the seeker finds them, he wins. The seeker checked upstairs and found no one, so he immediately ran downstairs. Even while running, he knocked on the walls, just to prevent hidden compartments inside. It was exactly this knocking that let the seeker hear a sound that wasn't right. He immediately rummaged in the room for the entrance point. Soon, the seeker found the hole behind the table. Can he find Katya hiding inside? As the game ended, the seeker came to the prison. That's too wicked. So you did all this yourself? Why are you like this? I don't want you. Look at that hand speed. You can see the seeker is really frustrated. At the last moment, the seeker found the inside was empty. So where did Katya run off to? Game over. Katya's friend brought him to the yard. He told the seeker that Katya was right under his feet. The seeker didn't quite believe that Katya was in there, but when the seeker lifted the cover, university students are something else. They really know how to hide. This spot was the only one the seeker skipped. He was so mad he immediately laid down to try fitting in himself. The seeker was then taken to Semyon's location. After removing the rock Semyon used for camouflage outside, Semyon was lying right inside. At this point, the seeker had to admire the university students. You guys really know how to hide. Congratulations to the two winning contestants for successfully taking the $1 million prize. If you also like this kind of video, follow Explore Nature now to watch extreme hide and seek every day.